This is lesson 6.2 about writing proportions. So the first part is about determining if you have equivalent proportions. Equivalent just means equal. So they may look different but actually end up giving you the same answer. So the way I recommend checking that is to just cross multiply and see if you get the same thing. You don't have to solve it. If I cross multiply this, I get 4b. If I cross multiply this, I get 10a. And I would just stop there. Then I would cross multiply that, get 4b, cross multiply that, and I'd get 10a. Notice these are the exact same. So even though the proportions look different, they are equivalent. Well, not yes, I was going to write yes, but it says true or false. So that is true. Yay! So then on this one, I would get 66d. On this one, I would get 15c. Then on this one, I would get, 30d and 33c. So obviously those are not the same, so that one is false. So sad. So try these on your own. You can pause it, because I'm going to work them quickly. It would be really awkward if I sat here and waited for you to work it. Most people would just fast forward through it anyway. 2x times 6x is 12x squared, and that's 14y squared. 14y squared and 12x squared. Those are true. That's a terrible way to write true. If I cross multiply these, you get PT equals QS and ST equals PQ. Those are not the same, so that is false. Okay, whenever we are dealing with proportions with shapes like this, it tells you right here what you're going to be setting at. So CB is 6. BA is not known. Oh, sorry, I guess I should write it how they do. You could write AB, that would be fine. DE is 4, and EF is 7. So find BA. You just cross multiply and solve like we've been doing. So 7 times 6 is 42. 4 times BA is just 4BA. I would divide both sides by 4. Oh my word, that's going to be a fraction. 42 divided by 4 is 10.5. I would put it back into a fraction just because that's how we do it. On homework or a test, if I don't specify, it would probably be fine to be 10.5. The problem is this paper's on Socrative and they're all in fraction form, so it's best to just get in the habit. Okay, XW is 12, XV, we're going to have to add some numbers together, 17, YW is 24, and we don't know ZV. So that is 12 ZV. Notice why I put my lines through my Z's because of how close they are. 17 times 24 is 408. Divide both sides by 12. You get 34 for ZV. Okay, you can pause this and try them. CA, you have to add that together. That's 21. CB is 14. AE is 18. BD, we don't know. So we get 21 BD, and 14 times 18 is 252. Divide both sides by 21, and you would get BD equals 12. This is one for you to try on your own as well. 6 over, we don't know NK. NL is 6 plus 15, that's 21. And NN is 14. So 14 times 6 is 84. That equals 21 times NK. And if you divide both sides by 21, you'll get 4 for NK. Okay, when we are writing proportions from scratch, these two things go together, these two things go together, these two things go together, and these two things go together. It doesn't matter how you do them, because you can create, they can look different but get the same answer, but you just have to make sure that these go together and that these go together. They'll go together for different reasons. So you have a certain type of tropical fish. It is recommended that you have no more than 2 fish per 10 gallons of water. How many fish could you have in a tank that holds 35 gallons of water? So you have 2 fish per 10 gallons of water. So I put fish over water. Now this 2 to 10, 2 fish per 10 gallons of water, that's the recommended ratio. So sometimes they call that the model ratio. And so that's why these two go together. How many fish could you have in a tank that holds 35 gallons of water? So 35 would go with water. Now this is your own example. I don't even know. Let's think of a fun thing we could call that. How about example? So you are trying to figure that out. So you would multiply, like say we called that x, multiply, you get 2 times 35 is 70. Oh my word. Actually, are we even supposed to be solving this or just setting it up? I don't know. Let's just solve it for fun. And x equals 10. I'm sorry, 7 if you divide. So 7 per 35. Titanic, I bet we weren't supposed to solve that. The Titanic Titanic was 882 feet 9 inches long. You can build a model of the ship that is 2 feet 6 inches long and 6 inches high. What is the approximate height of the Titanic? So this is why it's good to have a model and like a real life example or the real thing. So the model, we actually have let's see, 2, 6, and 6. So we have length, width, and height. And this just wants to know the height. So what do we have on the real one? 8 feet 9 inches long. Well, that's not going to work. So we have length that we can use from both of them, and we need to deal with height. Now the reason that I said that wasn't going to work is because 8 feet 9 inches, that has units and they're not the same. So 9 inches, well, we can just change this to inches, I do suppose. So 882 feet times 12 will get you how many inches the Titanic was. That's going to be a lot. 882 times 12. So that's 10,582. And then we need to add the 9 to that because we have this 9. So plus 9. And we get that the length of the real one was 10,593. Now the reason I put that in inches is because it wants the height. What was the approximate height of the Titanic to the nearest inch? So we won't be using feet. Now the model length is 6 inches and 6 inches high. Okay, wait, that's not right. I'm sorry. I thought that this was length and width. That's not. That's just one measurement. 2 feet 6 inches long, so we don't have width. So 2 feet is 24 inches plus another 6, that's 30 inches in length and 6 inches high. And we put X there. Now hopefully you can cross multiply and solve. You get 30x equals 63558. Then you divide that by 30. And it says to the nearest inch, so you'd round that to 2. Oh, wait, nope, I just said round and then I didn't do it. That's to the nearest inch. Because you get 2,118.6. Let's see how many more of these. Okay, you're supposed to try this one on your own. So, by a 3D scale model, we're going to have a model and a real one. The actual building is 560 feet tall. Your model is 10 inches tall. The diameter of the model is 2.1 inches. Now these are both in inches, so they'll nicely cancel. This is going to be in feet. So this is going to have to be in feet so that they cancel. So that is diameter. And that will be our x. So we have 10x equals 560 times, sorry, I hit the wrong button, 2.1. That is 1176. Divide by 10 and you get 117.6 feet. Hopefully, if I did that right, that's what you get. I did it kind of quickly. All right, that's it.